set your goals. Goals are great to give you a direction to move in, to ensure that you are doing the right thing for you and that it matters with a purpose. So, how do we set goals? Well, we have a template down below that you can download to simply write these down. Now, the reason we've done this is because when you write things down, it sits better, and also you can put it in a place like in the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, the family room, where you will see this regularly, and it's a good reminder this is where you're trying to get to through the challenge. Now remember, we set this up for 28 days, but you can do this repeatedly every month, all month, and turn it into a lifestyle, and you can keep adapting the goals as you go. So you'll find 3 goals on the sheet. Simply writing the goal down, all right, and the reason you want to achieve this goal. It's really important to understand the reason because you want to make sure that you know the purpose is there, and that's going to help get you through the barriers during those times that you just don't want to move. So how do we set a goal? Well, we've got a very simple acronym. It's SMART goals. You'll see this down below. It's specific, measurable, achievable, relatable, and timely. So let's go over this quickly so you understand it a little bit better. For the goal, you need to be specific as possible. For example, if you're saying, I want to lose weight, well, that's great, but how much weight do you want to lose? And do you want to lose total body weight or fat weight? Or do you want to lose muscle weight? So the more specific you are, the more accurate you'll have as a target. So for example being, I want to lose 1 kilo in 2 weeks. Great. I want to lose 1 kilo in 2 weeks of body fat. Great. I want to lose 2 kilos of body fat. I want to gain 1 kilo of muscle, and I want to do this within 4 weeks. Get my point? It becomes more accurate the more specific you make it. Measurable. Is your goal measurable? Can we measure what we're trying to do? Example being, I want to run a 5-kilometer distance. Now, the measure is how much do you run at the moment? Do you run 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, maybe 4? That is a measurable outcome. So making it measurable means we can track it. So if you're starting at 1 kilo distance as far as you can run, great. Over the next 1-2 weeks, we can see how much further you are able to run, potentially without stopping. Making this measurable means we can put numbers, analytics, and see the progress, which is very important for the motivation, the discipline, and ensuring you're going towards the right outcome. Is it achievable? The third one is achievable. So is your result or your outcome going to happen when you want it to happen? For example being, if you want to gain 20 kilos of muscle in 1 month, unfortunately, scientifically, this does not happen. So we want to make sure that the goal you're trying to achieve is actually going to be achievable for you. And what we recommend is that you should have confidence, absolute confidence, that you're going to achieve it. So example being, if it is about gaining muscle mass, then just trying to gain half a kilo of muscle in 1 month is very achievable. You just need to make sure you're going to the gym and eating the right nutrition, and you're doing this on a regular basis. So is it achievable? If you're not sure, that's why we have our Q&A boards, our discussion groups on this online community so you can talk with other people and professionals within. Plus we've got more information about it to make sure that your goals are understandable and if they're achievable, and you can learn to make sure that on the right path. Relevant. Are your goals relevant? For example being, it's great to know and understand what the goal is. If you're trying to improve your fitness, we need to know, great, we're trying to improve our fitness because of, maybe it's for sports, maybe it's for simply family time, maybe it's chasing after the kids. By making it relevant, we can then ensure that your happiness, which is what this is all about really, comes forward. All right? So making sure your goal is relevant to really the ultimate purpose of being happy, and if it's a priority of yours now, which is a great place to be in. The last one is timely. We want to make sure that we understand the amount of time. We need to set a time. Example being, if you want to improve your fitness, your VO2 by 2 markers or 2 points or 2 numbers from 45 to 47, then what is the time you're trying to do this in? Because if you're saying, I want to do this over 1 day or 10 years, there's a very big difference on how much work you need to put in, how much you need to do on a daily basis, or how much time and effort is required. So by setting a timely goal as well, by saying, I want to improve my 5K kilometer running from 1 kilometer to 5 kilometers over the next 12 weeks, then it gives you a start and a finish point to achieve this goal. So make sure it's timely. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Those are our 5 keys to making your goal great, directional, and ensure is going to be a good outcome. Again, if you have any questions, put them on the group, talk with professionals, talk with other people on the community, because we want to make sure you have the right goal and you understand it best in order to move forward.